Welcome back to my channel. It's time for another anime first impression video. Welcome, guys. I'm trying to catch up as to all the ones that I've watched. So here is another one. This is going to be on Magic Maker, How to Make Magic in Another World. This series is airing on Crunchyroll, type of recording. There's only one episode out, and it is dubbed and subbed at the same time, so you guys can watch it both. I actually watched it dubbed because I was working. Well, I was actually eating, but I decided to pop it up and watch it. So, very interesting what series they choose to dub. As they're releasing the subs, and they're always like smaller series that they're not as big as they should be dubbing Dragon Ball, Diamond, all that, but they choose not to. So it is what it is. Before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media by checking the description below. You also can watch more of my first impression videos here in my channel. So if you want to see more, go check it out. If you don't want to miss the next ones, then subscribe, because that's the best way to not miss the new videos. I do appreciate the support that we've been receiving here in my channel in the past few days. More and more support we've been receiving, so I do appreciate all that love and support. And thank you again for your patience when it comes to releasing all these sermons. So if you have not heard of this one is an interesting one in the sense of that whole first episode, you don't realize that the person is Isekai until the end. And you kind of get the context clues, so maybe you can figure it out, but I didn't figure it out until maybe halfway. But we have two characters. We have Marie and Shion, and 95% of the first episode is focused on Marie's perspective. Now, Marie, essentially, we see her when her little brother comes into the family, and she's in love with her little brother in the sense of she just wants to protect him. There is an awkward scene where they're older and she tells her mom that she wants to marry her brother. Like, it's kid innocent mind, by the way, mind you. So it does seem awkward and like ew, but she's a little girl. She doesn't really understand the concept of not marrying your sibling and on all that. So nonetheless, cute as it can be, she tries her best. And in the beginning of the series, or the episode, sorry, we see that she's training physically because she wants to defend Cheyenne. Cheyenne has always been the more intelligent one, the smarter one. And at one point, when they were even younger, he mentioned something about magic, and that really kicked her off to wanting to learn more about it. He never mentions it again because his parents were very confused about what he was talking about. So he kind of keeps quiet about it. That was the first context clue that I completely missed to tell me that this guy is probably easy kite. But because it wasn't focused on him as the main character, you just kind of didn't put one and one together, or at least I didn't. But yeah, he wants to know more about this magic, but no one seems to know what it is. And it's just based as a myth, essentially. We do know that there's fairies, and we do learn that there's like monsters and all that. So at the end of the day, there has to be magic, right? What ends up happening is there's like a little time jump again, and they grow even older. And Marie has this friend who is from the village, and they kind of like go around and just have fun in the edges of the forest. And one day, as they're hanging out, the lake starts sprouting up these lights, and they seem to really enjoy it. And she brings Cheyenne, but when she brings him, she's explaining that he's not the first one that she brought. That there's other people that came with her, and in fact, the parents came with her one night, and she showed them the lights that were coming from the lake, and they couldn't see it. So the lights are very selective to who actually can see the lights and who can't. So I guess that's good to throw out there. It's definitely not for everyone. So I don't know why she is, I guess, special. He makes sense because he's reincarnated, but she and her friend are both also special enough to see the lights. Well, he starts studying the lights, and eventually the friend joins in as well, and he starts making experiments, and they put plants of the lake in one bucket. They put just water in one another bucket. They put rocks in another one, and I think fish in another one. And none of them brought up light in the evening like the lake does. So he decides to jump into the lake, and essentially they end up finding the source of these lights, and essentially the female fish who he didn't catch, they live deeper into the water, and he or at least his theory is it's a mating way, like it's their way to attract the male fish and let them know that they are open, I guess, to mate. Um, and that's that. Like he doesn't really go beyond that. So that's where they start talking about like I like you, I really want to be together forever, so on and so forth, that type of language. And she gets called out by her mom because she tells her that she wants to marry him. And after that, like he kind of explains to her like we can't really be married, but we can live together and we can figure things out and like reject the fact that they want to marry us off, and they give a hug to each other, and he starts glowing. And again, another awkward scene. He's like, well, maybe it's part of that whole mating thing. So very, very weird. But she leaves, and then he confesses. The perspective changes now to him, and he confesses that he's excited that finally his reincarnation life has become interesting, and that's how the episode ends. So it's gonna be a cute one. I feel like I'm gonna watch this one in 2 3 months once all the episodes are out, just to watch it. I don't see this one being a wow factor for a lot of people. In fact, I'm gonna give this one a 5.5. It's a little weird with the whole sister and brother relationship. Like you can tell the friend of the sister is gonna be the love interest for the brother, but then the sister's gonna have some brother trope, and I don't like that. I really don't like when they throw that kind of stuff in the anime. So a 5.5 just because of that. I was gonna give it a 6, but 5.5. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you check out my other videos that I have here. I have quite a bit of stuff that I've released already, so give it some love. I do appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been showing this channel, and I guess I will see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.